All right, this lesson is a review of Unit 3, Lessons 1, 2, and 3. Goals or our learning target for these 3 lessons are to interpret a diagram of the hydrologic cycle and also to explain the transfer of energy within the hydraulic cycle. This is a diagram of the water cycle. We see the blue arrows showing the motion of the water as it's changing states and going through these different processes. We see lots of our vocabulary words that we're studying for this unit in the diagram, and we will continue to learn about some of these words. Transpiration will be later in the unit. But I want you to take a look at some of these labels and what they mean, and also the arrows and how they're moving about in the diagram, because in the next slide we will be answering some questions about the water cycle. So if you need to pause your video and really take a look at your diagram, you can do that now. Here on this slide, there are 3 questions for you to answer about the diagram that we've seen on the last slide. So if you'll go ahead and pause your video and answer these questions in your science notebook, and then we will move forward. Here we are talking about evaporation. So I have a website that I would like you to open in another window on your computer. There's lots of information, so this would be a good website to bookmark in your browser and go back to so that you can study as we are working on this unit on the water cycle. So as you're opening up this link, there are some questions here on the screen that we want to address about evaporation. We know we're talking about evaporation. That's when the sun, the energy from the sun moves down from the atmosphere, heats the water on the earth, and makes those molecules start to move quicker. And then our liquid becomes a gas and turns into water vapor and will begin to rise back up into the atmosphere. So if we will click on that link, and then we will answer the questions here on the screen. So in a developed area, rain can fall and flow directly into water bodies. It may flow into a surface water, through a storm drain. Sometimes this runoff can carry pollutants, though, such as chemicals, sewage, trash, and it kind of pollutes the water as it drains into these runoff areas. So agricultural runoff in the form of dirt and fertilizers can also find its way to the water bodies. So these things pollute, and also air pollutants is a factor, because we know as the water cycle is in motion and the water molecules that are being evaporated into the air and are in the water vapor form, those air pollutants will wash back and catch there. So one of the effects of these pollutants can be acid rain. So as that pollutant comes down as precipitation, it would then be acid rain. Okay, so we're going to take some time to review. We have some review questions. If you will go through each slide, read the question, and then choose an answer, A, B, or C. So our first one here, living things drink what water source? So go ahead and choose A, B, or C. If you need to pause to give you time to think and then choose an answer. So any living thing would need to drink fresh water. Living things only drink fresh water. How does runoff in a populated area affect bodies of water? A. Runoff may contain pollutants such as fertilizer and bring it to bodies of water. B. Runoff causes the water level of these bodies of water to fall. Or C. Runoff allows for less water to be evaporated in these bodies of water. So please take some time and answer this question. The correct answer is A. Runoff may contain pollutants such as fertilizer and bring it to bodies of water. Next question. How much water on Earth is drinkable? A. 3%, B. 25%, or C. 97%. Please take a moment and choose your answer. And A is the correct answer. 3% of the water on Earth is drinkable because that is how much of the Earth is fresh water. From where does most water evaporate? A. Puddles, B. Runoff, C. The ocean. Please take a moment to choose an answer. The correct answer is C. The ocean. All right, so it is catch-up week. Please make sure to look at your gradebook, ensure that all items and all lessons are complete and you have mastered them to the score that you would like. Make sure to keep an eye on your emails and the announcements because we only have a few more weeks till the end of the semester. All right, so I will have resource room tomorrow, but go ahead, if I don't see you before then, have a very happy Thanksgiving.